Captain Chris Anderson. Obviously hoping that they're not going to be quite so far behind at the end of the first 40 minutes today. There's the full team: Chris Mortimer, Anderson, Armstrong, Farah, Peter Mortimer, Gary Hughes, Steve Mortimer, Folkes, Battieri, Pittman, Robinson, Johnston and Coveney. The Dragons taken out by John Jansen. And those couple of players over whom there was just a little doubt in the ranks. Brian Johnson, one of them. Gearan, Morris, O'Connor, Beattie, Trudgett, Henjack, Fraser, Graham Wynn in the side with Walsh, Jansen, Dowling and Stone. Canterbury running from right to left as Tony Armstrong starts this sudden death semi-final. Brian Johnson, first of the Dragons to get a touch. Taken to ground by Michael Pittman and Gary Hughes. And this is Walsh, who's just beyond the 22 line. Now Stone is going to give it to Jansen. He's put it behind him. There's a chance on for Andrew Farah. Coming at him as Wynn. He's missed him. It's a try! Well, what a sensational start for Canterbury Bankstown. 35 seconds into the game. Andrew Farah scoring a try. Head on. Hits it. Not looking bad, but getting away in the final moments. So Canterbury Bankstown leads St George by 4 points to 0. A tamer start to this sudden death semi-final than was predicted by some of the judges. The pass from Johnson to Morris looked fractionally forward, and that was Morris is bundled to the ground by Robinson.
That was that blind side attack against St George, into the middle and back down the blind.
Wynn, he'll score! Wynn has gone down the touchline to score! Well, shoddy defence from Canterbury Bankstown. Here's the try on replay. Graham Wynn from dummy half. Got away from Armstrong, beat Robinson, dummied on the inside, beat Peter Mortimer, and was in to score. 4 points all with that try to Graham Wynn. The try came on the last tackle, and it was that variation that Bill Anderson has been talking about all year. As Gearan from the touchline fails. Not kicking, but in fact running with the ball on the last has brought the St George side a try, and it's 4 points all. With 17 minutes of the match gone, now I believe have decided it's time to give the ball air, let the ball do the work, and work on the extremities of the field.
Yeah, for as much as that try might have lifted the confidence of the Saints, it also might make Canterbury start to play with a little bit more urgency. That sensational start for them could easily have seen them just sit back and become far too complacent.
Tony Armstrong filling the position of the injured Ross Conlon. Hits it nicely. Yes, he's got it. Armstrong takes Canterbury Bankstown back to the lead at 6 points to 4. Taken to ground by John Jansen. Steve Mortimer has fallen in for this kick. And decides against that and decides to pass, and it's with Tony Armstrong. Now it's Folkes, now it's Mortimer. There's a try coming. Billy Johnston! Billy Johnston is in for Canterbury Bankstown. The second try that has come from a team opting not to kick on number 6. Steve Mortimer not kicking, holding up a pass. Tony Armstrong doing so well, and look at the joy on Billy Johnston's face. Armstrong hits it nicely. He's got it. No worries if you're a Bulldog fan. You're leading by 12 points to 4 now. Graham Wynn hits it up hard. Gets the pass to Henjack. And Henjack is over the line, but it's no try. Held up in goal.
They continue to have trouble with this big man, and on this occasion, Henjack read the play well and backed up. But great defence here by, firstly Mortimer to stop him in his tracks, and Farah, who's been superb in defence for Canterbury.
In a perfect position to rule on it. Saints win the scrum. Tony Trudgett. Tony Trudgett gets it down. It's a try. It's been given. Tony Trudgett scoring from the quick service from the scrum base. Very, very tricky decision for the referee to make. Gearan has converted. and the St George side comes storming back. Canterbury 12, Saints 10. Trudge it on the run around with O'Connor, and Beattie has left it behind him when the overlap had been well and truly created. He's away from Gary Hughes, got the pass to Steve Gearin. Gearin's over halfway, inside 45, kicks ahead. Was he felled late? That'll be answered later. It's in the in goal and forced by Chris Mortimer, and the penalty has been given to St George for a late tackle on Steve Gearin. Gearin, can he send them to the break at 12 points all? It's looking good. He's got it! What a great kick by Gearin from the touchline. The Saints and the Bulldogs at 12-12. Mortimer, Hughes, cuts out Farah, finds Peter Mortimer out wide. Actually, Chris came into the play and got a magic pass away. Peter Mortimer's gone downfield. Andrew Farah takes it up inside the 32. There goes Steve Mortimer. He's away. Scores. Steve Mortimer. Well, that had Mortimer written right across it. The three brothers all involved. What a super try. The three brothers combining. Steve was there, then Gary Hughes. The cutout pass found Chris Mortimer, then Peter. Peter does very well. Tony Armstrong from right in front. He won't get a simpler kick. Makes no mistake. And Canterbury Bankstown leads St George by 18 points to 12. And he comes to Beattie, is tackled. That's the end of the first 40 minutes with 5 tries scored. Canterbury Bankstown leading St George by 18 points to 12. Walsh within about 7 metres. The Saints piling the pressure onto the Canterbury line. Wynn turns his back on the defence, looks for a runner, but Henjack arrived too late. The line, there's Wynn, he'll score! Graham Wynn has picked up his second try. Oh, Canterbury has fallen apart. At the play, the ball. Now, see this one on the replay. Gearin gets the further 2 points for the St George side. And it's 18 all, St George and Canterbury. Johnston spins it to Folkes, and Folkes is tackled 12 metres out. Canterbury and St George, 18 points all, and a penalty. St George inside the 5. Tony Armstrong, a chance to take Canterbury to the lead. Takes a pretty big divot, but he's got the 2 points. And Canterbury Bankstown back in the lead, 20 points to 18. Rogers delivering a nice ball there, but Colin Fraser didn't have the speed to get through the opening.
Saw some class there from Rogers, a little bit of a jinky, was able to draw one man in, pull him off pull a defender off an attacking player and create an overlap. It didn't come off, but it nearly could have.
Penalty to the Saints. Same ruling as before. Having made the tackle, not getting off the man in possession. Kick one from the touchline today. He hits this one. It's got the direction, got the length. Oh, can he kick? Can he kick? Steve Gearin. Saints and Canterbury. 20 points all now. Gary Hughes gets it back to Jeff Robinson. He puts up the bomb. Paul Langmack, I thought, was in front of him, but he's not involved anyway. And Graham Wynn has lost the ball. Graham Wynn has lost the ball, and a try has been given. Try has been given. I do believe the try has been given to Michael Pittman, but it may have been Paul Langmack. The kick by Armstrong, right on line. Canterbury Bankstown surged to a 26-20 lead. The pass has gone over the shoulder, given away by O'Connor to Henjack. He's got support coming. Morris is up there with him. There goes Morris. Morris, he's going to score. Yes, Steve Morris has scored. Steve Morris has scored. But now brace yourselves for the kick that really is going to mean so much. The pressure on this man must be absolutely enormous. He looks as cool as a cucumber. You all know how good he is as a kicker. He's 9 metres in, 22 metres out. He hits it. And it's getting wide. No goal. No goal for Guerin. And that would seem like the end of the Dragons. 26-24 to Canterbury. And they will basically shut this down. They'll kill it. They don't have to. It's all over. With Canterbury Bankstown defeating St George by 26-24. Tries for the Bulldogs to Farah, Johnston, Steve Mortimer, Paul Langmack. Armstrong 5 goals. And for the Saints, Wynn 2 tries. Trudgett and Morris a try apiece. And Guerin 4 goals.